paki-submit sa amin. Titignan natin line by line yung continuing nyo mula 2025. Tapos yung sinasabi nyong maari pang gamitin sa subsidiya sa mahirap sa panahon ng krisis, tanggalin nyo ang training sa mga kailangan na sektor at yung scholarships. Huwag nyong tanggalin nyo sa listahan nyo. Ibig sabihin, ituloy nyo. Tapos isa pa, binanggit nyo ang MAIFIP, 51B. Tatanggalin nyo ang MAIFIP?
No, Mr. Chair.
Hindi.
Kasama po sa identified,
Oo.
opo, na pwedeng gamitin pa na itutuloy pa rin ng DOH.
Wala bang DOH dito? Kasi, Mr. Chair, pinagbawalan tayo mag-amend ng budget. Well, this is connected to the crisis kasi zero balance billing na raw at bawal na MAIFIP. 2.5 months later, MAIFIP pa rin. Kasi hindi pa rin zero balance billing. So that's another issue. Yeah, it's another issue sa oversight function na ginagawa natin. Pero konektado pa sa krisis. Dahil when it runs dry and transport stops and food supply is scarce and prices are high and health services are expensive, you need zero balance billing, which is not happening in most hospitals. Ang haba ng pila sa ating tanggapan, sa MAIFIP pa rin. Kaya nga yung kasi yun ang hirap, pinapangako natin sa tao, tapos sa press release nandun. Nagpatawag ako sa DOH, nandun. Pero hindi nangyayari.
Senator Lauren, just to
Yes,
interject
thanks.
on that topic. Kung meron sigurong taong dapat mag-belt tighten, mauna dapat ang gobyerno, no? Dahil para mag-set tayo ng good example. So, meron kaming mga estimates. I'll show it sa slide. And this was done during the pandemic. So, tinignan namin yung different expense class at kung magbabawas tayo ng 10%, makakasave tayo ng 65 billion. Kung magbabawas tayo ng 20%, magkakasave tayo ng 131 billion. And we excluded here education, health, and defense. No? Tinanggal namin dito for national security and also PNP, Coast Guard for national security issues. So, in other words, pwede tayong makatipid all the way to 131 billion. Ang tanong ko sa DBM, during the pandemic, nag-issue ng National Budget Circular, no? Adoption of economy measures in the government due to the emergency health situation. Meron na ba tayong ganito, Secretary?
So far, we don't have yet the issuance so far right now, but we are contemplating of issuing that, Mr. Chair. But we have already identified, we have already the MC 114,
Yes.
which was issued by the President. So we are already doing monitoring as far as the implementation of that MC, Mr. Chair.
Okay. I think we should already issue something like this, economy measures in the government. This will trigger savings and wise and judicious spending among government offices at makakasave tayo dito up to 131 billion pesos. No? So, and this is in line kasi we are expecting that the excise tax will be suspended. No? So pag nag-suspend ang excise tax, kailangan maghanap tayo ng mga items na pwede nating ipalit doon inside the budget. No? So kung ang estimate ni Yusek Carlo is about 130 plus billion, assuming that's until end of the year, meron na tayong pangpalit na hindi masasakripisyo in social services natin. These are just MOE, some personal services, but it has to be triggered by the National Budget Circular. So I strongly advise the DBM to already look at this direction.
Thank you, Chair, for doing this. As always, you're proactive. We can submit it to them. This is similar to what we did yung CMPD, di ba? Binaba natin yung cost of materials. Ito rin, we're helping them look at savings from agencies na maaring pagkuhanan. Yeah. So maybe this, and then give us the GAA 2025 remaining, the continuing, and then yung pagkukuhanan nyo ng 2026. And also, please, pakibigay nyo sa committee lahat ng LGSF na pinangako nyo sa LGUs. Was that during the crisis already? Like a month ago, right? Nag-roll out kayo Marami. Oo. Kasi baka nangako kayo, tapos wala na naman, hanggang saro na naman, tatakbo sa amin yung mga yon. Para din pag humihingi sa amin, alam namin na bigyan na ng executive. Please give us the 2025 universe of LGSF and this year na malakihan Malakihan. LGUs, di ba? So that we can also see, because this will bring about a boost of the domestic economy. Let's see, as long as hindi lang saro, hindi mapako sa saro, yun, makita natin. Then maybe for the next hearing, we can analyze that.
Just on that, Mr. Chair, yes, we have already released by batch release of the LGSF, not just only SARA, but also the NCA for the local government units. Basically, that is for the rice that will be distributing to different, of course, stakeholders. At the same time, meron ding counterpart po na infrastructure for that. So we'll provide you with the lists of these SARO at the same time the beneficiary LGUs, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Thank you for that. So please give us your continuing appropriations in detail 2025, the 2026 GAA na i-realign nyo at ano yung proseso or gagawin nyo siyang savings kung allowed at sa nyo ilalagay sa DA ba para yung 44,000 na mga magsasaka at mangingisda ma-expand sa X number, pero paano natin magagawa sa 10 million farmers at 10 million fishers? Ano ba yon? Ang layo. Para maintindihan natin yung trajectory ng pagpupuntahan ng pondo po ninyo. Tapos yung in-itemize ko ayon sa statement na we will run dry, tagtuyot sa fuel, transport, mag-submit ang DOTR. Anong gagawin? When transport stops, Hindi yan ang galing po sa amin sa DOE nang galing yan. Okay, DA. Sec Laurel was seated there earlier, but ano pa? Kasi puro motherhood yung amin. And never mind, it's the first hearing. Pero we wanted to see more urgent and on-the-ground action plan. And so on and so forth sa bawat agency. Let's do war gaming on the worst scenario. Hindi pwedeng i-deny na may crisis. So, the chair and I were talking earlier, tapos sabi niya, wala pa rin umaamin na may crisis Lahat ba tayo sa tanggapang ito o sa bulwagang ito umaamin na may krisis or in denial pa rin ang iba sa atin dito? Para maliwanag. Because we call this hearing, the chair created this special committee because we're in a time of crisis brought about by the Middle East crisis. Tanggap na ba ng lahat na tayo'y nasa panahon ng krisis, kaya dapat ang aksyon natin ay agarang, mabilis, matalino, at may puso. At on the ground na mararamdaman ng lahat ng sektor na nangangailangan. So, I don't hear anyone saying, no, we're okay. Right? Because I heard you, Chair, hindi mo lang sinasabi But you told me, wala pa akong naririnig na nagsabing we're in crisis And what are we here for? So I would assume, Mr. Chair, if nobody disagrees with the premise of this meeting, that we are calling this, whether you are in the energy sector, in the food security sector, in the budgetary allocations, etc., we're in a crisis. And we need to act differently, not business as usual. Yeah, I could hear a pin drop. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would love to be corrected that we're not in a crisis situation. So, maliwanag po, and the LGSF, because this is important for us to monitor the oversight function of the Finance Committee, even if the amendments for LGSF was not based from a senator's amendment, binigay ng executive diretso sa LGU, makita namin, ma-monitor, pati implementation.
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
Chair.